This is Halloween.
Week 1 of the Halloween collab is popped off. If you guys are interested in joining any future collabs, please wait to the end of the video for all the information on joining. Before we get into the challenge, I want to go over what's going on in the video. I did a set previously on the channel with our abalone shells and nip slip acrylic, and I covered that up with gel polish through the week. It is a little grown out, so I'm going in and I'm just taking off the gel polish with the E-file, blending in the cuticle area where it had grown out, going in, prepping, making sure I'm pushing back the cuticles, and then I'm going to go in with our primer over my natural nail, whatever is showing, and then going to fill in with some of our rubber-based gel. That is all I'm doing to prep for the gel polish design. So, now to the collab. Angelic Vampire and myself chose to go with Tim Burton for week 1's theme. All the other lovely ladies in the group for the next weeks to come. You can find everybody down in the description box, but this week is mine and Angelic Vampire's time to shine, so I would like to introduce you guys to Angelic Vampire 74. Alright, Angel is her name and nails are her game. She does custom press-ons, she does other people's nails, she does product reviews. Checking out her IG, Angelic Vampire 74, synonymous between IG and YouTube. That is the name that you are going to look for when searching her up. She does cool trendy designs and shows you how to achieve those looks. And she sells custom press-ons. Seriously, she's obsessed with Tim Burton. She is the whole reason that we chose to do this theme for our week. So go check her out. Her link is down in the description box. Make sure you do, okay? Her YouTube shows you how she does these things, how she does her custom press-ons. She goes over products. Like, go check her out. I love her so much. Her energy is great. If I love her, you're gonna love her, okay? You're gonna love her. So now for my Tim Burton set, and don't forget, you guys got to go check out her set and all the other lovely ladies also. Now for my set this week, Tim Burton, I chose Beetlejuice. We're going to be doing some neon green. And when I do neon green, I like to put it over white just to make it pop. So we're doing one layer though. Only one layer. When you're going over white with the different color gel polish, don't worry if it's streaky. Don't worry if it's perfect. It's just there to create a pop effect. Don't do 2 layers. You're going to create unnecessary bulk. So I went in with 1 layer of white and then cured it for 60 seconds. Now I go in with my neon green gel polish. And before I cure, I sprinkle into that my green nail sugar. This is not holographic. This is not nothing. It's literally just a green sugar effect. And I'm obsessed with it. It's seriously so cool in real life. People keep grabbing my hands and looking at them. It's super cute. Now, for this nail, we are doing a pinstripe, white and black pinstripe. And we are going over that with a slime drip. I want the slime drip to look like it's dripping down the pinstripe. If you remember, Beetlejuice has like a pinstripe. So I want the slime to look like it's dripping on the pinstripe, but I'm doing the slime first, and then I'm going to go in and outline it with a black gel paint. Now, my gel paints and all of my gel polishes were really thick because I didn't turn the heat on in my nail salon, and it was really cold this night. So all of my gel polishes were super cold and super thick and really hard to work with. But I'm kind of thankful. Honestly, I don't think that the effect that I would have been wanting for Tim Burton, when you think about Tim Burton and his art and his big eyes and his little worlds that he creates, honestly, they are very imperfect. The lines are not perfectly straight. They're not perfectly even. The people are not perfectly symmetrical. I think that's what's great about Tim Burton. So since I had this really cold, thick gel paint that I was working with, and it didn't really want to lay perfectly down when I was doing my lines, I realized when I saw it and it was kind of looking jagged and streaky that I liked it. I liked that effect. Now, being entirely honest, once I got to the Beetlejuice portrait that I did on my middle finger, I was not very excited about going in with this cold, really hard to maneuver gel paint. It did take a little bit longer than what I thought it was going to. But I do want to talk to you guys about the fact that I hear a lot of people say that they can't do these things. We're gonna get into that, right? Because you can do it. I'm just saying, and I know this for a fact. I do. So here, the thumb, I just ended up doing a foggy look. I go in with 1 layer of black gel polish, Cure that 60 seconds, very thin. You can see through it. If you do a thick layer of black gel, you're going to get bubbles. It's going to start peeling up off your nails through the week. You don't want that. Make sure that you do 2 very thin coats and you will get nice coverage and it won't be bulky. Now, after the second thin coat, it's very opaque, looks very nice, and I cured that 60 seconds. And then I just go in with some white gel paint around the edges. And then I take a really dry brush and I just start smudging it out. And I keep cleaning my brush and I keep drying it off and I just keep smudging it. Now, you don't want it to obviously get opaque with the whiteness. You just want it to start looking really foggy. And then once you achieve that fog look, you're going to cure, and you can either go over it with the green neon gel paint like I did. I chose to go over it with the green, so it was like a green fog, or you can just leave it a white and black fog. So here, now we are getting into the Beetlejuice, the meat and potatoes of this design. I'm going in and I'm just mapping out with some very thin black gel paint. Right? I go in and I map everything out that I know I want to see. Here's the picture of the design that I was looking at as I drew. Now, what's great about drawing pictures like this is that there is so many little details in it that as long as you are adding all the details that you can, it becomes this cohesive look. Now, whether it looks exactly like the picture that you are going off of or not, it doesn't have to be exact. It's still going to look pretty good. There's a reason I can say everybody can do this. You guys can do it. Honestly, draw a rough outline and cure that, right? I drew my rough outline of just proportioning it. I knew that I wanted his forehead to be so big, and I knew I wanted his eyes to take up a certain amount of space. I knew that his mouth needed to be a certain amount below that. And then I cured that outline just so I had a basis to start coloring in like a coloring book. Now, what's great about gel polish and gel paint, what's seriously great, is that if I wanted to cover that outline, like say there's black somewhere, and I chose that, I don't even want to see that anymore. You can seriously just cover it with the white or the red or anything else that you want to, and it will seriously cover it, pretty much erasing any mistake that you make. You can keep layering, keep adding details until you see what you want to see happen. The thing that you got to remember is this takes a lot of time. This Beetlejuice took me about 4 hours because it was cold, the gel was thick, and it just takes time. To be totally honest, art like this takes time. Now, if you don't have the time to put in, of course, your drawings are not going to be like this, right? But if you have the time to put in, to keep adding details and keep taking away things that you don't like, I don't see how you couldn't, in the end, achieve what you want to achieve. You see where I went in with teeth, and then I realized that I needed the mouth to be black? I just went in and covered everything up. I was like, you know what? Forget it. Just going to cover it all up. And I did. I erased everything just by drawing over it with black. Could have done the same with white or red or anything else. Don't give up just because you see something that you're not liking. Make sure that you just go over it and do what you really want, whatever you want to see. Now I'm going in and everything that I'm liking, I'm just re-outlining. I'm redefining it, making sure that it is totally noticeable and it's there the way that I want it to be there. And then I'm going back in and I'm doing that nose again because I realize, A, the proportions are good, I'm okay. So I'm going in and just outlining things that I really want to pop. I went around his cheeks, around the top of his forehead with some green so it looks like he has moss growing on his skin. And then I'm going under the eyes with purple just so it looks like he's tired. Now, this guy that I was looking at had a snake for a tongue. So that's one of the reasons that I had to go over the teeth that I had done twice already, right? That's another reason why it takes so long to do art like this. Because sometimes you don't realize you're not the one that drew the picture to begin with. So you don't realize that certain things need to overlap other things. Just don't give up. You guys, the more you do it, the better you're going to get. But you have to have the time to to attack designs like this. Intricate designs, especially with gel polish, you have to keep curing, you have to keep stopping, you have to go back over something, and then you have to re-highlight other things. It just takes time. So don't look at it like you can't do this. You can definitely do this. If I can do this, you can do this. Now, after adding the little spiky hair in neon green, I'm going in and making purple lines for the snake tongue, right? And then I'm adding some blood to the tip of the teeth. The trick pretty much is just keep adding and taking away details as you see fit. Don't feel like just because you did something that you're stuck with it, okay? You're never stuck. You add and take away as you see fit. Now I continue to outline more designs that I had done, and then I go in and outline the hair, adding little streaks like the hair is separated and it's in waves a little bit. And then we're going to go in and we're going to make his little snake body, and then I make that wrap around to my pointer finger. And the design's done pretty much. Pretty much we're done. All right, I hope you guys love this Beetlejuice design, and I hope you guys are willing to start trying. If you guys are interested in art like this, try it. Just try. Sit down when you know you have the time to be able to do gel designs like this, and just try. Here I'm going in with little pimply effect, just with the black, and adding gold into the eyes so that the eyes pop just a little bit more. I just wanted those eyes to really pop. So I went in with some gold gel polish and I'm just making them pop. And I really love this design. I'm happy that I kept adding until I was entirely happy. Don't stop adding until you're seriously happy with the design that you have. And then I just wrap his body around the other side. Now, there you guys go. And then we're going to fill that in with the stripes and be done. I love you guys. I hope you guys really like this design. It's not a hard design. All the nails are pretty easy except for the Beetlejuice. But it's not so much that it's hard. It's just time consuming. Don't look at it like it's hard. You can do this. I swear to you, you can. I love you guys. I hope to see you next week in our week 2 Spotlight Collab Challenge. Check us out. Here are the information. Or here is the information on joining the next collab challenge. You won't be able to get in on the Halloween one, but there's other ones throughout the year that you can definitely check out. Check them out. I love you guys. I hope to see you, and maybe you'll join us in the next one. Love you. Bye.